and just turn it slightly. What's going on, everybody? This is Pete Candelario with RE Solutions, and today we're going to talk about winterizing the irrigation system. Now that we're going into some freezing weather, we're going to have to drain the lines for the irrigation system, and that's what winterizing means. The first thing we need to do is actually shut off the water that is going to the irrigation system. So the first thing you need to do is actually find the irrigation system. And to start, we need to find the water meter. The water meter has the main shutoff. And if you look into the water meter, the main shutoff is right here. But if you shut that water off, it's going to shut off the water to the whole house. And that's not what you want. You actually just want to shut off the water going into the irrigation system. Now, normally, there would be another access around here between the water meter and this section over here, which is actually the manifold that we're going to be draining the lines from. So one of the main water shutoffs that go into the irrigation system may look exactly like that. If you just twist that knob so that it is vertical instead of horizontal, it'll shut off the water that's going into the irrigation system alone, and the rest of the water will be able to go into the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually drain the system from the irrigation manifold, which is located in this green box right here. If you take off this cover, that is the manifold that we're going to drain the water out of. Now, if you see this manifold, if you look at the manifold, there's 4 caps. These are just plastic caps that just twist off. And then there's 2 shutoffs. There's one there and one there. If, for example, there is not a main shutoff for the irrigation system in between the water meter and the irrigation system or this manifold, you can actually just shut this valve off right here, and that should be fine in order to drain the line. So once you are here in the manifold, you need to shut off the water going into the manifold. So this is another water shutoff that's coming from the meter, which is located on that side. So once that is shut off, what we're going to do, actually we're just going to do these 3. Just going to take these caps off. And this is where the water is going to drain out of. Now, you don't want to do this one because this one is before this shutoff and the water main is still on. So if we actually try opening this one, water is going to continuously come out. Since it's off right now, what's going to happen is we're going to drain all the water that's in the irrigation lines that are going towards the house. Now, in order to do that, you're going to need a small screwdriver, or you can use a little knife or something. It's not really screwed in. It's basically little valves that are at the end of each of these drains. So a little closer look at the valves. If you look at the side of it, you see how it has like little kind of screw thing on each one. Those are the ones that you are going to spin. Now, the way they are set right now in a horizontal position in line with the actual pipe, that means that that valve is actually closed. What we're going to do is we're going to spin it so that they're all in a vertical position. And once we're in a vertical position, the water will start coming out of those lines. All right, so when you do this, you just need to be very careful because once you open that little valve, water is going to spray out. And though that line is actually pressurized with water right now, so it'll spray out pretty far up. So you just need to be very careful. Put the screwdriver there and just turn it slightly. And you're going to do each one. And basically that's just going to go ahead and start draining all the water that's in the lines. Now this may take some time depending on how many zones the irrigation system has. So you may have to just wait here a little bit until it completely does drain all the water out. All right, so while it's draining, you can actually leave it like this right now. As long as you don't turn on the water to the irrigation system at that shutoff valve that we closed off, it'll drain the whole water, and it can stay like that until we actually want to actually pressurize the system again. In order to pressurize the system again, we would shut off each of those valves. So make sure that those little screw things are in the horizontal position. You put these caps back on, and then you can go ahead and turn on the water shut off there, and it should pressurize the line.